guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video was highly requested by you guys. I actually did this look the other day and I posted it on Instagram and you guys really liked it. I know I've done a crap load of bronzy makeup looks. To be honest, they're my favorite makeup looks and I feel like the most flattering on everybody. So that's why I like to do a lot of them. This one in particular I was not gonna film, but you guys really requested it. So I was like, all right, give the people what they want, film the bronzy makeup look, call it Bronzy Makeup Look Volume 12. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. So the first thing I'm gonna do for this look is prime my skin. I'm gonna use an illuminating primer. This one is by Cover FX. Next, I'm gonna go in with foundation. This is a new one that I'm trying out. It's the Fit Me by Maybelline. It's the matte poreless one. Oh yeah, by the way, this is in the shade 228, which matches perfectly to my neck. I wore this foundation all day yesterday, and it was pretty good. It lasted all day. I didn't get really oily or greasy. The coverage is about medium coverage. I've already applied a layer of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel over the brows. Next, I'm taking my Marc Jacobs eyebrow pencil in the shade Ashy Brown. So I first like to just go into the more sparse areas and really fill those in. I kind of want a stronger brow today. And then I put the least amount of product in the front. Like with a very light hand, you just kind of flick upwards here. To clean up the brow and highlight the brow bone, I'm using a little bit of concealer. This is by Motives Cosmetics, and it's in the shade Amber with my Makeup Geek concealer brush. It's gonna highlight, and if you have any stray hairs, it's gonna cover them up. I like to take my finger and kind of blend it downwards. For the eyes, I'm gonna lightly apply a layer of MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot with my Zoeva 142 concealer brush. So I just kind of wanna put a base on this area of my eye just because I have so much redness. I feel like I've done so many bronzy makeup looks because I have. They're my favorite makeup looks to do. But you guys really requested this makeup look that I posted on my Instagram, so that's why I'm doing it for you guys before anyone's like, you always do bronzy makeup looks. This is my favorite. Oh, did you see all the eyeshadow come out? Oh, okay. This is my favorite eyeshadow at the moment. It's the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill No. 5. I know this is pricey. Similar for something like this would be any of the bronzed eyeshadows from ColourPop. Kind of have the same texture and really amazing pigmentation if you don't want to spend, I think this is like 30 bucks or something ridiculous. I took a little bit of Fix Plus and oh shit, I got it on my mango. It's fine. Dampen the brush a little bit. I'm just gonna dip it into the pot. And I like to first get all the excess like dust off on the back of my hand. So pretty. So the reason I like to apply it on the back of my hand first, because with eyeshadows like this, if you put a huge glob of it, sometimes the glob sticks there and then you can't really move it around. It like doesn't look as even. It's okay if you get a little bit of it in the crease because we're gonna buff that out. This is a really good eyeshadow to use if you wanna look really nice but you don't wanna do a lot of work, because really you could just pop this on and then take a blending brush. Let me get one. Take a blending brush and just kind of buff out the edges, which is originally what I thought I was gonna do when I was doing this makeup look, because I was about to go to a barbecue with my husband's family, my in-laws. And I was like, oh, I'll just do this quick makeup look with this eyeshadow, and then somehow I ended up going like full editorial. I don't know what happened, like I just kept going, I was feeling inspired. This is all I was gonna do, but as you guys can see, when you buff out the crease, it almost looks like you put a crease color into it. It just kind of buffs away the glitter and leaves the pigmentation, so it's really nice. And if you wanted to just leave it like that, put a lot of mascara on, you'd be good to go. I go into Corduroy, which is the darker matte brown color right here. Picking that up on a MAC 217, I'm gonna start really pinpointing this in the inner part of the eye and the outer part of the eye. Lay your brush right into the crease of your eyeball, right here, and just give it a little wiggle. I feel like having dark in this inner corner is really what makes it editorial. I don't know why. It just kind of gives you like a really strong, like a Dolce & Gabbana vibe. I kind of flick whatever's left over upwards towards the brow. For the outer corner, I'm taking this Makeup Geek defined crease brush, perfect for this area, and we're gonna create the outer V portion. So, the only thing I wanna say about this LORAC matte palette is that I feel like there's a lot of fallout sometimes. All right, so flick upwards in the outer corner and then bring it in. Take the other blending brush and diffuse it out. I like to have my eye open for this look. Kind of look straight ahead because then you can see how the shape looks with the eye open. I'm gonna keep building the intensity on this outer V area with the dark brown shadow. If you guys can see this red that we blended up here, or whatever the eyeshadow we blended here, it's really bothering me. I don't know, there's just like a cloud of red here that's not like connecting. So what I like to do when that happens is take a bone colored eyeshadow. I'll just pick this one up here and maybe mix it with a little bit of the white. Just a light eyeshadow. And I like to clean it up like this. See, like it starts to clean up those mistakes. You can kind of just buff them away. Define your shape a little bit more. And then after, I can take a blending brush and just kind of buff out the edges so it doesn't look like a white line going across. I'm gonna do my under eye concealer first and then finish off the eyes. I've been trying out this IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. This is in the shade Tan, right in the hollows here. And then to set that, I'm gonna use a super light layer of the Laura Mercier translucent powder, most of it off on the back of my hand. And then after you do that, it gets the excess off. Just gonna lightly run it over the under eyes. Go back into the eyeshadow that we used, and I'm gonna run that on my lower lash line. So now I'm going back into the dark brown eyeshadows that we used in the crease on a small detail shader brush by Zoeva, and I'm gonna deepen up the outer corner. For an inner corner highlight, I'll be using the MaryLouManizer by the Balm Cosmetics. In the photo I posted, I just curled my lashes and added mascara. That's kind of the look I was going for. If you look at the photo, it pretty much looks like I don't even have eyelashes. I will be using the NARS Audacious Mascara. All right, so my eyelashes did not come through for me right now. So I'm gonna apply falsies. You could leave it like this with just mascara, but I think I'm gonna step it up a notch and add these Social Eyes lashes in the style Minx. So now the eyes are completely done. Let's finish off the face. The face was a lot of bronzer. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I applied Max Give Me Sun for a good 5-7 minutes. I just kept applying more bronzer. And this is like my favorite brush at the moment to apply it. It's the MAC 135, just because it's so large. and in charge. First, start applying it in the hollows of my cheekbones, and then I sweep it upwards. When I did this makeup look, I was sitting in my living room on the floor, per usual, and I think I was having a conversation with Steven, and I was just like this. Yeah, anyways, like forever. Like I was just applying more and more and more bronzer. I'm gonna use another MAC Mineralize Skin Finish. This one is in Gold Deposit. I've actually had this for so long. For all I know, could be expired. I don't know. It gives off really fine gold flecks with a little bit of a bronzy tint. I'm kind of just gonna go over right where we added the Give Me Sun. So you guys can see it just gives like a little light. I'm quickly gonna contour my nose using my MAC Studio Fix and NC43. This is just a powder foundation. So I like to use this because it gives a more natural contour to the nose, and of course I'm using a dirty ass MAC 217, but I'm just going with it. With this look, I actually even like to take it up into the inner part of the nose bridge. Now it's time to finish highlighting the skin. I'm using MaryLouManizer by the Balm because to me this is like the most intense highlight that I have, and we want that intense highlight. Ooh. Here, oh shiz. And then of course the Cupid's bow. For blush, I'm using this one by Hot Makeup, just because I still want it to look more bronzy, not so much of like a blush. So I made quite the little mixture of lip products when I did this. I first used Yash lipstick by MAC. I took the Laura Geller highlighter in Gilded Honey, just this one right here. And I'm just gonna start applying that all over my lips pretty much. The top of the lip here. And I kept it in the center. Then I put a little bit of gloss. This one is by Makeup Forever. It's the Artist Plexi Gloss in 100p. It's just this really nice nudie gloss. So I'm gonna apply this right over it. I'm gonna go ahead and set everything with my MAC Fix Plus. This is gonna make all the powders on our face like melt and look more like skin, less like powder. That's it, we're done. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Like I mentioned, you guys can totally alter this look to whatever suits you or what you like. Less bronzer, more highlighter, less highlighter. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this look in the comments down below, as well as your requests for other videos, and I will see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye! Tutorial. Okay, let's get started with the tutorial. Oh shiz. Hot makeup. I don't know what's happening with me right now. I'm like talking and talking, and the next thing you know, I'm like bird. Look, was what? Where? I think I need to start over again.